Rasputin's death is one of the most infamous events in Russian history. On December 30th, 1916, he was lured to the home of Prince Felix Yusupov, a member of the royal family and one of Rasputin's enemies. Yusupov, along with several accomplices, had planned to kill Rasputin and put an end to his influence over the royal family. When Rasputin arrived at Yusupov's home, he was offered tea and cakes laced with cyanide. However, the poison did not seem to have any effect on him. Yusupov and his accomplices then shot Rasputin several times, but he still did not die. They beat him and threw him into the icy Neva River, but even then, legend has it, he managed to escape and crawl onto the shore. Finally, Rasputin died of hypothermia, drowning, or a combination of the two. His body was recovered from the river a few days later, and an autopsy revealed that he had been shot several times and had suffered other injuries as well. But what led to this horrible fate? Rasputin was born in 1869 in the Siberian village of Pokrovskoye to a poor and uneducated family. As a young man, he worked various jobs, including as a laborer and a horse trader. His religious beliefs were shaped by the Orthodox Christian tradition of his village and the teachings of a wandering monk named Macari, known for his mystical practices and belief in the power of prayer and faith healing. Rasputin became one of his disciples. Later in life, Rasputin became an influential advisor to Tsar Nicholas II and his wife Alexandra during the early 20th century. His influence over the royal couple was built on his perceived ability to heal their son Alexei's hemophilia, using unorthodox methods that involved prayer, faith healing, and mystical rituals. His influence over the royal family was a source of controversy and scandal. Many people believed that he was using his position to enrich himself and promote his own interests. He was also rumored to have engaged in various sexual and criminal activities, which further contributed to his notoriety. His role in government affairs and his unorthodox methods were sources of controversy and scandal, and his enemies continued to plot against him as his influence grew. He was accused of taking bribes, embezzling government funds, and manipulating government policies for his own benefit. His appointment of his own followers to key government positions and his meddling in foreign policy decisions were seen as examples of his dangerous influence. In addition, his mystical beliefs and practices were seen as heretical by many Orthodox Christians in Russia. Despite his reputation as a controversial figure, Rasputin's legacy has endured in popular culture, particularly in music and film. His life and death have been the subject of numerous books, articles, and documentaries, and his name has become synonymous with corruption, manipulation, and the abuse of power. Overall, Rasputin's story represents a fascinating and complex chapter in Russian history, one that continues to captivate people's imaginations and spark debates about power, influence, and morality.